Let's jump right into it. There's plenty to discuss. And like we've said on here all week, you're about to see the most wild and unpredictable draft we've ever seen unfold tonight. Forget about trying to predict picks 2, 3, 4. We still don't even know who's going number 1 yet, Reggie. Everyone is still in play. So many good storylines to choose from this draft. But outside of the Vikings, just for now, what storyline, what team, what prospect are you most looking forward to watching unfold tonight? What's the one thing you've just been really excited and curious about that you can finally get your answer to tonight?
It's the drama, right? Like, how many trades do we see go down? What's a big, does Baker Mayfield get moved tonight? At some point, does Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yeah.
Does he get moved at some point tonight? Like, I'm here for all the drama. I remember in 2020 during the quote unquote COVID draft, we had all kinds of drama because they put the cameras in these folks' houses. And we got, Isaiah Wilson's mom throwing the girlfriend out of the club and, CeeDee Lamb snatching his cell phone from the girlfriend. I don't even think they're together anymore.
So good.
That was so entertaining. We were all entertained on our couches during that NFL draft. And I think, this one has some hype, but maybe not as much hype as drafts past because of, the star recognition may be down or, whatever. But it's so interesting because I feel like, you might look back at this draft and, we're going into it thinking that maybe it's not like the best draft as far as like all the prospects, but then we may come back down the line and think like, wow, like that actually was a really good draft, even though we have no idea who's going to be locked in picks 1 through 10, let alone 1 through 30. Like it makes it no sense, like how ambiguous things are right now, but I'm excited for the drama.
Yeah, it's never been like this before. Again, we know a month ago who pick 1's going, then we can actually pick 2, then it starts 3, 4, 5. Okay, we don't even know this year going in who the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to have written on that card. For me, I can't wait to find out what these New York teams do with those 4 picks inside the top 10. They're going to influence this draft with those 4 picks in a big way. You're talking about 2 of the biggest fan bases in the NFL and 2 teams that have struggled so bad over the last 10 years. Now they can finally get a great opportunity to make some major damage, add not 1 but 2 cornerstone building blocks. We see it all the time in the NFL. 1 great offseason, 1 great draft class. You can go from worst to first. The Giants and Jets can take a huge step forward tonight if they nail these picks. For the Giants, it feels like offense trying to help Daniel Jones. You got to figure out, is Daniel Jones the long-term solution and answer? No. And I think adding one of those bookend tackles to help him, Alabama's Evan Neal, Ike Ekwonu, and then with that 7th pick, probably trying to move back and acquire extra draft picks and capital. Because remember, Giants have the league's worst salary cap situation, and now you have to pay not 1 but 2 top 10 picks? I don't think so. They could move out of that spot and grab extra picks for next year when you got guys like CJ Stroud and Bryce Young coming out. If they don't think Daniel Jones is the long-term answer, then you look at the Jets with pick 4. They've got a lot of average, maybe above average cornerbacks, but I don't think they got that true lockdown, shutdown cornerback. So do they look at Sauce Gardner? Do they look at Derek Stingley? Or does someone like Aiden Hutchinson or Travon Walker now fall in their lap? With that 10th pick, I think they really want to add a weapon for the development of Zach Wilson. I'm hearing USC's Drake London get thrown out a lot with them. Again, big-bodied, 6'5". Mike Evans, go up and get it, basketball style. He could really help bail out a young quarterback and help the development of Wilson take that next step. Lastly, I got to bring him up. Jamison Williams, my number 2 ranked player on the board. This guy's a game changer. He fits the new pass-happy, spread-them-out style of the NFL. When you look at mismatches, creating mismatches on the field, got a little bit of that Tyreek Hill motor in him. A guy that, if he doesn't have the injury, we're talking about a top 5 pick. So how far does he fall? How do teams think he'll come back from that ACL? You're talking about what, missing the first 6-8 games? But teams need to step back. Look at the big picture. You're getting the next 50 games on that 5-year rookie deal, or the next 10 years, so you're getting that home run hitter. Again, I think he's a true X factor. I think he's still got to be in discussion for the Atlanta Falcons with the 8th pick. Because listen, the Falcons know this year ain't it. No Matt Ryan. He's gone. Calvin Ridley, out. They're picking in the top 3 next year. So Jameson Williams makes a lot of sense when you look at the big picture. I think Williams to the Falcons at 8. It's about right where he should go. Going to be really interesting. Let's forget about where they're projected and where they've been mocked. What player are you most confident in, Reggie, when you look back 5-10 years from now, is just going to be one of the best players in this draft?
Give me Sauce.
Give
me Sauce all day. He's
Clean
so
cut,
confident,
man. Checks
man.
all the boxes. He
does. Didn't give up a touchdown in college. Like, has the swagger of a young Deion Sanders. I'm not calling him Deion Sanders, but he has the swagger of a guy like that. And I think he has all the ability in the world. He plays well. He has the personality, that you like in your cornerback, a little, swaggerific. And I just can't say enough about the guy. He was on Rich Eisen yesterday, and Rich Eisen was just like, look, if you don't go to the New York Jets, I'm going to come out on stage myself and intercept the pick when you are called to make sure that you are going to the New York Jets. And so, he has a lot of synergy building. I think he has a lot of charisma as well that he's kind of playing to up to this moment, and I'm here for it. You gotta pay to play, and you are who you say you are. And I'm looking forward to seeing him shine and blossom in the NFL.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Sauce for sure. Kyle Hamilton, my number 1 player on my board. Jermaine Johnson, though, is a sneaky one for me. I think we're going to look back. If you told me 5 years from now he's the best edge of this class, I just wouldn't be surprised. He's the most polished NFL ready when you look at his handwork, technique. He understands leverage, where he's supposed to be on the field, great anchor, lower body, which is why he's so good against the run. And he was second on FSU, the Florida State Seminoles team, in tackles. For a defensive end, that's just unheard of. That tells you how pro-ready he is, not to just be one of these guys that, is a third-down pass rusher, but he's a true 3-down starter in the league from day one. I love the motor. I love the juice he plays with. Jermaine Johnson, I feel very
right out
confident.
of Minnesota.
Yes, sir. Yeah, local boy, local hero. I feel very confident he's going to be one of the best players in this class when it's all said and done.